For Darren Williams Jr., drumming has always been his obsession. Just a few weeks ago, Darren got the chance to attend pasic.
Percussion Arts Society International Convention, biggest convention in the world for drummers and worldwide. You know, I met people there from Slovakia, Scandinavia, Austria, couple guys from Africa, just all over the world.
But Darren didn't go there as a spectator.
The reason why I was there was to speak on the panel for the Diversity Alliance, which not only do they advocate for disabled musicians, but anything that goes under the word diversity. So we're talking about LGBTQ plus community, they advocate for percussionists under that. Women, they advocate for that. Women of color advocate for that. People of color, they advocate for that. And just anything or anybody that would require advocacy of, hey, these are drummers that aren't normally looked at, that's what they do. And this year, the spotlight for their panel was for disabled percussionists. And I had a chance of a lifetime to go and kind of talk about what I do and how I do it.
Kolr 10 spoke with Darren earlier this year when he was trying to fund his trip to pasic, which is located in Indianapolis.
Can you bring me my cane?
Darren was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, which causes his muscles to tighten up and makes it extremely difficult to move. But that doesn't stop him from following his dream. Fans, friends, family, and strangers helped him raise over $2,000 for the trip.
The real this is really happening moment was walking into the convention center, going to the kiosk that has our badges, picking up my badge, and you know, on the badges it will say staff or it will say crew, or for most people that were there it said attendee. But when I looked at mine it said artist, and I realized that I was in a very small group of people that had that artist label on their badge, and that meant something special. And so seeing that badge with artist on it really let me know, hey, I've arrived, you know.
Darren's panel focused on how he drums with the gear that he has, and to raise awareness of how drumming gear manufacturers could change their product to be more universally accessible. He also spoke on how any of us could become disabled, and not just the people who are born with it. A fall, a car accident, a stroke could cause a disability.
I got to speak with a lot of different guys that I looked up to. One of them being Daru Jones, who is the drummer for many different New York artists, and especially New York hip hop artists. So Talib Kweli, Common, and you know, that list. He's a 2-time Grammy Award winner, and I got to spend some time with him at the Diversity Alliance booth, and he really got it. He sat me down and said, because, you know, I'm fanboying over this guy. I've known this guy since I was a kid, and he says, you're no different than I am. You know, you're here at this booth as an artist. I'm here at this booth as an artist. You and I are on the same level here. And really got it through my head that really we're no different. We're no different. His name might be a little bit more known than mine, but talent-wise, skill-wise, purpose-wise, me and him have the same job to do.
With this opportunity, Darren has decided that he wants to share what he's learned as well as his experience.
I have to get out to the masses, not only playing in bars and clubs like I'm accustomed to, but like I said, going to music stores and using my drums and my disability as a platform in drum stores, music stores, schools, churches, whoever will have me, to tell people that you are the only one stopping you from doing anything you want to do. And the only difference between us, the people that we feel are the little guy, and the people that are world renowned for what they do, is us, is our confidence in what we do, is the work that we put into it. You get rid of those two things, that confidence issue, you get rid of the work ethic issue or practice issue. You get rid of those two things and get those right. Anybody can do anything on any level. It's all about where your mind is.
Before we ended the interview, Darren wanted to share some exciting news. A man named David Siegel is a member of the drum set committee for pasic. Darren says it's basically the who's who of drummers that are sitting in that committee discussing the art of the drum set and how to make it bigger and better and more accessible for everyone.
He is the only disabled person that's on that committee. This is his last year of eligibility being able to be on that committee. And he asked me, hey, how do you feel about taking my seat on that committee? Yes, of course. And so I'm talking to the committee head. In April, there are going to be applications to be on the committee.
If Darren is able to get that spot in the committee, his reputation would skyrocket even more so, and he'd be able to advocate for disabled musicians, along with being able to attend pasic for the next 3, maybe even 6 years. Not only that, Darren was invited to the National Association of Music Merchants, or NAMM.
Biggest convention for not only drummers, just musicians. So we took pasic, which is biggest convention for drummers, and now we're magnifying it to musicians all over the world. This is where everybody every year goes to show their new instruments, new software, new innovations that they've made to the music instruments. And he said, how about we talk about getting you out there with us for Can Do Musos, being a representative of us, fully paid, so you don't have to fundraise.
Opportunity leads to more opportunity. Darren wanted to speak to those who made this all possible.
This was not a me thing. I realized that real quick. This was an us thing. This was a community thing. This was bigger than drums. This was bigger than music. This was it took a village. We grew up being told that, and this year I realized that it takes a village for anybody to realize greatness. And so to anybody and everybody that has read the newspaper, that has watched the news story, and again, bought merchandise or watched one of my videos or what have you, I owe you a massive debt of gratitude. And there's a lot of stuff coming up even outside of the speaking engagements where I do not take the village believing in me lightly, and I will definitely keep pounding the pavement to get out here and continue to make everybody proud.